Welcome all of you. Here we start the fourth lecture of a lecture series integrated circuit. I am Puneet Kumar Mishra, assistant professor ECE department GLVITM Greater Noida. We start with a topic of fourth lecture, biasing techniques of for an integrated circuit. Okay. So, first we consider the biasing technique for electronic circuit. We consider there are two types of electronic circuit. One is discrete electronic circuit and other one is the integrated circuit. In a discrete electronic circuit, we know that the cell biasing technique, collector to base biasing, or a fixed biasing, voltage divider biasing technique. These are used in case of printed circuit board. They are not used in case of integrated circuit, because this biasing technique has a large value of resistance, and we know that it is very difficult to fabricate a high value of the passive element, that is the resistor, capacitor and inductor. Then we have the another choice. Then how can we use biasing technique in terms of integrated circuit? For integrated circuit, the biasing technique has some categories. For example, simple current mirror circuit with the base current compensation, and current mirror circuit with the beta compensation, and the Wilson current mirror circuit, Widlar current mirror circuit. These are the current mirror circuit with the low value of resistance, and it is very easy to fabricate in on a silicon chip or a germanium chip. It means it can be available in form of integrated circuit. And what is the current mirror? First, a mirror produces an image of an object. The definition of mirror is it produces image of an object. In similar fashion, current mirror produces an output current, that is the I out, as we see in circuit I out of an object, that is the reference current I reference. Okay. We see here this is the I reference reference current, and here with the circuit to be biased, this circuit may be differential amplifier, may be level shifter, and may be power amplifier, and may be intermediate stage of operational amplifier. We can use this current mirror circuit as a biasing of a well defined or well designed circuit. So, here we can use for example, differential amplifier. Means in differential amplifier, RE will be replaced with this current mirror circuit. Okay. So, current mirror says that the I out, that is the object, our object is I out, which is the reflection or a mirror of a reference current, that is the I reference. Current mirror, what is the purpose of current mirror? Current mirror is used to the biasing of integrated circuit. Fabrication of current mirror is very simple, because of the absence of a high value passive element, that is the resistor, capacitor or inductor. And current mirror is also called a constant current source. We later see about why it is called a constant current source. Now, next we consider a simple current mirror circuit. This is the simple current mirror circuit with the two identical transistor Q1 and Q2. Identical means it has the same value of beta. Both transistor has the same value of beta, and the transistor Q1 diode action take place in transistor Q1. This will this work with the diode action. Okay. So, in BJT, if we sorted the collector electrode to base electrode, then BJT work as a diode. In similar fashion, in a MOSFET also, if we started with the drain terminal to gate terminal, then MOSFET we have as a diode. So, here it Q1 will be give the diode action and try to force the transistor Q2 will be operated in active region, because in active region the I out, if you plot the I out, that I out is IC2, collector current for transistor Q2, and here we take the IC1, that is the collector current of transistor Q1. We prove that in current mirror circuit IC2, yeah, I out is equal to IC1. That is the our object, that is I out is a reflection of our IC1, that is the collector current of transistor Q1. Okay. How to start the circuit analysis? We derive a mathematical operation, and we prove that the I out equal to I reference. Okay. Then we consider a let us suppose that R1 transistor Q1 be taken as transistor this side, this way, and here is I out and IC1, transistor Q1, transistor Q2, here is ground. We consider the simple current mirror circuit, and for transistor Q1 this is the base 2 emitter voltage for Q1, and this is the base emitter voltage for transistor Q2. Here is IB2, base current of transistor B2, and at this point IB1, base current for transistor Q1, and we consider the both transistor are identical with the same beta value. Let us suppose that both have equal area, equal doping, and beta value is also equal. This is the IC1 collector current, and the current across the resistor R1 is I reference. That is plus Vc, our bias voltage VCC. Okay. So, from this circuit we consider from this circuit, let us suppose that we have circuit analysis. First we assume that the both transistor are identical, that is the both transistor are identical, that is the B1 equal to beta 2, that is the beta, first condition, and second will be we see from the circuit VB1 is equal to VB2. If you apply the KVL in this loop, inner side loop, then VB1 equal to VB2. This is consider our equation first. Okay. Now, if the both transistor are identical, it means the both have the same saturation current in reverse bias with the both same saturation current, means from Q1, if we consider the Q1, let us suppose that this is the donation notation of IE1 emitter current, and this will the IE2. Okay. From Q1, if you write as IE1 is equal to IES e to the power VB1 divided by VT. This is the equation 2, and also from Q2 IE2 is IES e to the power V2. That is the equation 3. Equation 1 is we apply a inner loop KVL. We find VV1 equal to VV2, and from transistor Q1 IE1 equal to IES, that is the e to the power VV1 divided by VT, equation 2, and for transistor Q2 IE2 IES equal to e to the power VBE2 divided by VT, where IES in previous emitter reverse saturation current, and VT is the thermal voltage. VT is our thermal voltage. So, we also know that alpha is IC upon IE. This is the common base current gain. Equation 4. From equation 2, equation 3 and equation 4, we write as IC1 equal to alpha IES e to the power VV1 divided by VT. This is the 5, and I shoot 2 equal to alpha IS E VB2 divided by VT. That is the equation 6. Consider equation 6. We also write IC1 divided by IC2, that is e to the power VV1 minus VV2 divided by VT. Okay. From, if you consider this is equation 7, from equation 7 and equation 1, VV1 equal to VV2, that is this one cancel out, e to the power 0 is 1, it means IC1 equal to IC2, and this IC2 is also I out. This is equation 8. IC2 equal to IC1 from equation 7, from equation 7 and equation 1, IC1 is equal to IC2 and this is equal to I out. Equation 8. Okay. From circuit, if you consider circuit, let here in this section IB1 equal to IB1 plus IB2, means I reference is equal to, if apply, this is considered at node X and we apply the KCL at node X, we apply KCL at node X. From circuit, we apply KCL at node X, that is the I reference is equal to IC1 plus IB1 plus IB2. Okay. We put here IC1 by beta, IC2 by beta. This is the equation 9, where beta is we write as, where beta is IC by IB, IC by IB, common emitter current gain. Okay. So, we put from equation 8 and 9, equation 8 and equation 9, we find I reference is equal to I out 1 plus 2 by beta, 1 plus 2 by beta. Okay. And this is our equation 10. We put IC equal to IC1 equal to I2, then we find the I reference equal to I out 1 plus 2 by beta. That is the I out equal to I reference 1 plus 2 by beta. If beta is large, then 2 by beta then we neglect the 2 by beta, then 2 by beta neglecting, that is I out equal to I reference. This statement I out equal to I reference says that circuit behave as a current mirror. Circuit is a current mirror. That means it produces an object, that is I out is a mirror of reference current, that is the I reference. And from circuit we also calculate the I reference. How can we calculate the I reference? If you see here from this circuit, we consider for I reference, how we calculate the I reference? This is the plus VCC, this is the R1, let us suppose that, this is the Q1, this is the Q1, this will be VB1, and this is the ground. This is the I reference. We follow this loop for calculation of I reference. Then we find the I reference is equal to VCC minus VB1 divided by R1. R1 is this resistance. Okay. We calculate the value of I reference, and if we calculate the value of I reference, we manage output current for a current mirror circuit. And this value of current mirror, output current of a current mirror circuit used to stabilize the differential current differential amplifier and all stages of operational amplifier. Okay. So, this is the circuit we use in every stage of operational amplifier in IC 741. And if we consider the mu A 741 of a Fairchild Semiconductor Corporation, then mu A 741 is 741 was made by a Widlar. We have also a current mirror which name is Widlar current mirror circuit, which introduced in a input stage of operational amplifier. We use the Widlar current mirror in a IC 741 for the purpose of biasing. So, simple current mirror for the best performance of a current mirror circuit, we have the both transistor are identical. We see that the both transistor with the equal value of beta, that is the beta 1 equal to beta 2, that is the beta, and beta is very large. If beta is very large we see in derivation, if beta is large, we neglect the value of 2 by beta and we find the I out equal to I reference. Now, next point is the current mirror circuit act as a constant current source. Okay. So, we see in next slide why we use as a constant current source. So, we consider a analysis. Let us suppose that we have a BJT of a current mirror Q 2 and its current is I C 2 and the voltage across this is the V C E 2 and this one our input section. Okay. If you plot the graph between I C 2 versus V C 2. Okay. So, look like this graph is for a current mirror circuit. It is necessary for a constant current source, the transistor Q 2 will be operate in a active region, means V C set is greater than V C set, that is the 0.2 volt. 0.2 volt, the voltage of V C 2 must be greater than V C set, that is the 0.2 volt, and this circuit we have as a constant current source. So, for this region I C 2 will be constant and I C 2 is our output. So, we can say that the current mirror circuit is act as a constant current source. And what is the requirement for this? This will be act as a, this is the ideal case, our ideal case where the collector current of transistor Q 2 will almost constant. If you consider a practical case, look like this, it not a ideal, this is the practical case, and if you draw a tangent it will be cut at the x axis at some voltage value of VCE, negative value of VCE 2, and this negative value of VCE is defined as the early voltage. This is the defined as the early voltage. If you consider the slope of this, what is the slope of this line? Slope will be 1 upon RO. RO is our output impedance. RO is our output impedance. If you consider a practical case, then RO has some finite value, but if you consider the slope of this ideal case, if ideal case RO must be 0. Sorry. No, RO must be not 0, it must be infinite. RO must be infinite. For a if RO is infinite, the slope becomes 0, and for a constant line slope will be 0. Okay. So, if you consider this ideal case, if you consider the ideal case, what will be the early voltage for this ideal case? What is the early voltage for this ideal case? If you draw a tangent for this ideal case, it will be cut at this will be cut at the point of infinity. It will be cut at the point of minus infinity. Okay. So, the transistor Q2 will be designed such as the output impedance of transistor should be high, and the early voltage for a transistor will be must be infinite, very high value. Then for a ideal case, it cut at the point of infinity, not a point of V. This is V for a practical case and minus infinity for a ideal case. Okay. This is the consideration about current mirror circuit, and which has two transistor Q1 and Q2, and this section will be for a particular analysis of the transistor Q2. This one the current mirror circuit with the BJT, and also we design the current mirror circuit with the MOSFET, where it is very easy to design with the MOSFET, because the fabrication of MOSFET is easy as compared to BJT. But if you consider the driving capability, then we follow BJT, not a MOSFET, but if you considerable about fabrication, about area, we choose MOSFET, not a BJT. We give the simple example of MOSFET here. We did not consider simple current mirror circuit with the MOSFET. Then almost similar topology. This is the R1. The transistor M1, MOSFET M1, and this is the transistor MOSFET M2. Here is the drain current ID2, I out, and here also I reference, ID1, drain current ID1, this one the plus VCC. And for a MOSFET, we know that the impedance, input impedance of MOSFET is very high. Then we consider IG1 is 0, IG2 is also 0, IG2 is 0. So, this is the a similar fashion of current mirror, and in case of BJT, we use the BJT in place of MOSFET, and here the simple current mirror circuit with the MOSFET, and here the best we not calculation of IB1, IB2, because in MOSFET IG1 is 0, IG2 is 0. If you move another, we have the another also some current mirror circuit, that is the Wilson current mirror circuit with the beta compensation, and current mirror circuit with the Widlar topology. Okay. So, this is the all about the current mirror circuit we use in the internal structure of operational amplifier. Then we covered this section for a op-amp internal structure, and in the next series we covered the internal structure of IC 741, and also take the part of DC and AC analysis of all subsection of IC 741. Okay. Thank you for listening.